Good morning, my dear students. My name is Neer Toyana. I am currently available at the Hamlet Tuition Center, Pramotol, Kathmandu, and Kumudini Kunja Secondary School, Kalimati, Kathmandu. Well, my dear students of grade 8, we have been studying about lesson light, yes? And in our previous class, we discussed about what is reflection, okay? And what are the laws of reflection. Yes, we discussed these 2 points, reflection and laws of reflection. And in today's class we are going to discuss about plane mirror, okay? But before we go to plane mirror, we must get through some terms such as regular reflection and irregular reflection, okay, and types of mirror and the term mirror itself. So today we are going to begin from regular reflection and irregular reflection. Okay, let's begin from regular reflection. You already know that parallel beam of light, yes? You already know what is parallel beam of light, isn't it? So when parallel beam of light falls on a surface, the light rays are reflected, yes? All of the light rays are reflected, okay? Now if the reflected light rays are also parallel beam, okay, if the reflected light rays are also parallel beam, then in such case such reflection is known as regular reflection, okay? See, when parallel beam of light rays are incident on a surface, when parallel beam of light rays are incident on a surface, then if the reflected light rays are also parallel to each other, then such kind of reflection is known as regular reflection. In this case, what you can say that all the light rays are being reflected to the same direction, okay? All the light rays are being reflected to same direction, and this kind of reflection causes shining in an object, okay? And it causes shining, or it can also form smooth image on its surface. It can cause smooth image formation on its surface, okay? An example of object which cause regular reflection is mirror, okay? Mirror causes regular reflection. See the note, when parallel beam of light is incident on a surface and the reflected rays are also parallel, that is, all light rays are reflected in the same direction, it is called regular reflection. And because of regular reflection, objects shine or form image on its surface. Example, mirror, okay? Now let's go to second term, irregular reflection. Here what you can see that the incident light rays are perfectly parallel to each other, yes? That means parallel beam of light rays are incident on the surface. But since the surface itself is not smooth, the surface itself is not smooth, the light rays are being reflected to different direction, isn't it? The light rays are reflected to different direction. So you can see this light ray has been directed or reflected in this way, and the second light ray is directed in another direction. Third light ray, it is reflected here like this, and fourth light ray, it is reflected like this, okay? So all the light rays are reflected in various direction, in different direction, okay? So the reflected light rays are not parallel. This kind of reflection is known as irregular reflection. And you know, irregular reflection is caused by rough surface, okay? It is caused by rough surface. And because of irregular reflection, objects appear to be bright. Objects appear bright because light disperses, okay? Now imagine the situation, if there was no irregular reflection, then what happens? Okay, I forgot to add something here. It is caused by smooth surface, and it is caused by rough surface, okay? मैले के भन्दै थिएँ, इरेगुलर रिफ्लेक्सन भन्ने कुरा हुँदै नभएको भए के हुन्थ्यो होला त? इरेगुलर रिफ्लेक्सन नभएको भए इमेजिन गर तिम्रो रुममा च्याल छ हो च्यालबाट घाम छिर्छ हैन हो त्यो रुमबाट छिरेको घाम जतिसम्म पर्छ नि त्यति मात्रै उज्यालो हुन्छ त्यो घाम परेको ठाउँ बाहेक बाँकी सबै पार्ट के हुन्थ्यो त अँध्यारो हुन्थ्यो कालो हुन्थ्यो कि तर त्यस्तो छ त छैन नि हाम्रो रुममा एउटा झ्याल खोलेपछि त्यो झ्यालबाट आएको लाइट चाहिँ तिम्रो रुम भरि नै फैलिन्छ नि हैन द्याट इज बिकज अफ इरेगुलर रिफ्लेक्सन हेर एउटा डाइरेक्सनबाट आएको लाइटले सबैतिर डिस्पर्स भयो नि हैन है सो इट हेल्प्स टु मेक आवर रुम ब्राइट or any object. If any object is bright, then know that that object is performing irregular reflection. If an object is shining, then the object is performing regular reflection. Okay. Any confusion in regular and irregular reflection? Well, if there is no confusion, then let's go to the next page. Okay, and next title, the mirror. Well, what do you understand by the term mirror? Mirror means an object. Okay, look at the figure diagram. An object in which you can see your own face, or you can see whatever is in front of that object. You can see image of anything that is in front of that object. That is mirror. Yes, and this phenomenon is reflection. Okay, as you know, whenever light falls on a surface, either the light rays are reflected or light rays are absorbed, or the light rays pass right through the object, okay, and undergo refraction. Yes, that is also known as transmission. So three phenomena are possible whenever light rays fall on a surface: either reflection or absorption or transmission. Okay, mirror ma ke huncha ta? When light rays are incident on mirror, then maximum amount of light rays are reflected. Okay, when light rays are incident on dirty water, then what happens? Or if light rays are incident on black object, dark colored object, then maximum light rays are absorbed. When light rays fall on a glass, then light rays are transmitted. That's why you can see through glass, but you cannot see through a mirror, because mirror does not transmit any amount of light rays. Or you cannot see through a wall, because wall does not cause any transmission. Maximum amount of light rays are absorbed by wall, and some amount of them are reflected by wall. Okay, so among these three phenomena, mirrors are those objects which reflect maximum amount of light. Okay, mirrors are those objects which reflect maximum amount of light. Some amount of light is absorbed, but no amount of light is transmitted. Okay, that's why when you keep mirror in sunlight, it also becomes hot, because it absorbs some amount of light rays. Okay, so to define mirror, you can say mirror is a solid object having very smooth surface, and it reflects maximum amount of light rays falling on it. Any confusion? Okay, now types of mirror. Based on the surface, what kind of surface does it have? There are two types of mirror. Mirrors can be categorized into two types. First one is plane mirror, and second one is spherical mirror. Okay, plane mirror means the mirror whose surface is perfectly smooth, perfectly plane. It is in two dimension. Okay, it is perfectly plane. When you touch the surface of mirror, you can know it. There are no ups and down, there are no bulging, there are no pushing inward or no pushing outward. Okay, there are no bulging or no in grooves. It is perfectly smooth. That kind of mirror is known as plane mirror. Whereas there are other types of mirror in which the surface is not smooth. In this case, in the case of second mirror, the surface is bulged out. Yes, it is bulged out, whereas in the third figure the surface is bulged inward. Okay, and what you can see the difference in the image formed by these three mirror is, in the first case size of image is same as the object, yes, and the image is not distorted. The image is not distorted because light rays are perfectly reflected in regular fashion. Okay, but in case of second image, second mirror, the image seems to be smaller than object, yes. Moreover, the image is distorted. The image is distorted. Okay, the image seems smaller than object and the image is distorted. The same type of mirror is also present. It is also kept in your bikes as a looking glass. Yes, in vehicle, in car also, and bus, all of them have this type of mirror as looking glass, side mirror. Yes, that's why you see everything smaller in your vehicle side mirror. Okay, in case of third mirror, what you can see, image is much larger than object. See, image is much larger than the object, and far away images, objects are seen upside down. Yes, the near object, the image of near object is highly enlarged, isn't it? And the image of far away object is upside down. That means there is distortion of image. Yes, but in case of plane mirror there is no distortion of image. In case of these two mirror there is distortion of image, and such mirrors are known as spherical mirrors. Okay, so we will deal with spherical mirror in our next class. Today, in today's class, we have to deal only with plane mirror. We will discuss only about plane mirror. Okay, then let's go to our next topic, plane mirror. Okay, so this diagram is very important. Well, plane mirror is a reflective plane surface. Plane surface means two-dimensional. As I have already told you, two-dimensional plane surface is just like your paper. When you keep your paper flat on table, it is two-dimensional, it is plane. If you fold it in any shape, then it becomes three-dimensional. Okay, so plane mirror is reflective two-dimensional plane surface. That's why the name plane mirror. And regular reflection occurs on the surface of plane mirror. That is why the mirror shines, plane mirror shines. Also, you can see your exact image in the mirror. Okay, now how does reflection occurs in a mirror, or how is image formed in a plane mirror? Let's discuss on this matter. This is a plane mirror and it is reflecting surface. Okay, this one, the white part is reflecting surface and black part is non-reflecting surface, the back side of mirror. Okay, so here is an object AB. The arrow means head, B means tail. Okay, the bottom part. Now let's check for the top of object first. From the top of object, millions of light rays are being reflected to all direction, isn't it? Millions of light rays are being reflected to all direction, but we cannot draw a ray diagram of all the light rays. We cannot trace them all, so we will trace only two light rays. Okay, one which is moving parallel to the axis or to the horizon, the light ray which is moving parallel to the horizon or which is exactly perpendicular to the mirror, and the second, any one light ray that is traveling with some angle. Okay, now the light ray which is traveling perpendicular to the surface does not, okay, the perpendicular to the surface reflects exactly the same path as it has come. Okay, I forgot to give arrow here. Okay, the light ray which is traveling perfectly perpendicular to the surface. Okay, the light ray which is traveling perfectly perpendicular to the surface does not deviate from its path. Okay, that means it traces back its original path. It simply comes back. So if this is the incident ray, then the same is reflected ray. Okay, now come to this slide. This is incident ray. Yes, this is incident ray, and the point O, it is point of incidence. Okay, now let's use law of reflection over here. This is incident ray. Okay, and here certain angle is formed by incident ray, and what do you call that angle? That angle is called angle of incidence, or I. Okay, and according to second law of reflection, when light reflects, it makes equal angle of refraction. When light reflects, it makes equal angle of refraction. Angle of incidence and angle of refraction are equal. Okay, so in that case, if light ray is coming like this, then it will definitely reflect like this. Okay, here at this point we just used laws of reflection of light. Now see, this is also reflected ray, and this is also reflected ray. And let me tell you, image of an object or second visual of the object is seen wherever these reflected rays meet. If the reflected rays do not meet, then we do not see the second visual. Like if I'm standing in front of you in the classroom, do you see second one of me? No, you don't see second one of me. You will see only one of me, because the light rays reflecting from my body, they do not meet. They move in all directions, and they do not meet at any point. Okay, however, if by some means, if you manage in such a way that reflected light rays meet to each other, then at that point you will see second visualization of me, and that visualization is also known as image. Okay, now in case of plane mirror, see, this is also reflected light ray, and this is also reflected light ray coming from same point. Okay, however, these two light rays, they will never meet to each other. They are divergent rays. See, they are divergent ray. They never meet to each other. However, if you draw imaginary line of this ray and this ray, then these two lines appear to meet here, isn't it? This line is also back traced. Okay, and this line is also back traced, and dotted line means it is imaginary. Only our brain will produce such an imaginary light rays. Okay, so when our eyes receive these two parallel light rays, these two reflected light rays, our brain manipulates that these two light rays are actually coming from this point. The brain does not know that it is being reflected by plane mirror, but the brain thinks that these two light rays are actually coming from this point. That's why our brain produces the same visual at this point as well. See, the object is here. You definitely will see this object, but you will also see the second visualization of the object inside the mirror here. Understood? Now the same phenomenon is occurring throughout the every single point of object. Okay, now we are going to take only the point which is at topmost and which is at bottommost. From the bottommost also you have to repeat the same procedure. The first light ray which is coming perpendicular to the surface, to the mirror, it reflects back and traces its own path. The second light ray which is traveling at certain angle of incidence, okay, actually reflects by making the same angle of reflection. Okay, So in this case also, these two light rays are being reflected, yes, and source of these two light rays are same, isn't it? The B, both of them light rays are coming from B, and they are both reflected light rays, but they will never meet. However, I have already told you how does our brain perceive these light rays. Our brain just backtrace these light rays, and the brain perceives that these light rays are coming from this point. So our brain creates another image of point B at this point. Okay, that's why you get second visualization of point B. Similarly, if you get second visualization of each and every point, then you will get second visualization of the object as a whole itself at this position. Understood? Now you need to practice to draw this diagram. Okay, now don't be confused. Let me give you some hint how to draw. First of all, while drawing ray diagram, draw this one. Okay, just follow the sequence. Draw this one, and then after draw this one, okay, and then draw this one, and then draw this one, then this one, and this one. Okay, follow the sequence. Okay, then you will obtain the image. Well, any confusion out here? Okay, now what I want to do is pause the screen, copy this diagram, practice this at least 4 or 5 times. Okay, don't expect to be perfect in the first time. Yes, don't expect to be perfect in the first time. That is your classwork for today. Okay, okay. If you have finished, if you have completed this diagram, then let's go to the nature of image formed by plane mirror. So what type of image is formed by the plane mirror? Just now you have done it just now. Yes, what type of image is it? Okay, first of all, you need to find out whether the image is real or virtual. This is the new term for you. Yes, real image or virtual image. Okay, real image means if the reflected light rays meet as they are, then the real image is formed. If the reflected light rays meet as they are, then the real image is formed. Okay, and that is possible only when the reflected light rays are convergent. But in this case, the reflected light rays are divergent. Yes, so divergent light rays will never meet. However, their imaginary line or imaginary back tracing meets somewhere and forms image. In this way, if you have to draw imaginary lines, if you have to backtrace a real light ray, then the image formed is virtual. Virtual means you can see the image, but actually the image is not there. Okay, virtual means you can see the image, but actually the image is not there. If you keep a piece of paper where the image forms, you will not obtain the image on paper. Okay, whereas if the real light rays meet and image forms, then at that place, by keeping a paper, you can obtain the image on paper. One example, excellent example that you all know of is the projector. See, the image coming out of projector actually can be traced on a screen. Yes, it could be white cloth or white board or simply a wall painted with white. Any screen. Okay, it can be, the image can be obtained on any screen. So that kind of screen which can be obtained, that kind of image which can be obtained on screen are called real image, whereas the image formed in plane mirror cannot be obtained in the screen. So it is virtual image. Okay, it is virtual image. You know the word virtual, which you can see but it is not there. Like you say virtual world, if you play PUBG, then PUBG is a virtual world. You are in that world. Okay, you can see that world, but that world is not there. That world does not exist. Okay, virtual means which you can see but which does not exist. Okay, you can see but it does not exist. That is virtual. That is virtual. So this image is also virtual. Okay, you understand the first point? The image formed is virtual, that is cannot be obtained on a screen. Okay, the next point, second point, the image is erect, that means upside up. Well, here you can see the image, object and image are facing the same direction. Yes, the upper part of object is same in image. Okay, that means image is erect. And as I have already told you, here in this case, see the wall the wall is upside and trees are hung downside in case of far object in this mirror, isn't it? See here what is happening, the image is being inverted. Okay, if you stand far away from this type of mirror, then you will see yourself upside down. Upside down. The ground, image of ground will be above and image of sky will be below. That is upside down, and such kind of image is known as inverted image. However, in a plane mirror it is not inverted. Ground is still below, sky is still above. Okay, if we stand in front of a plane mirror, then your head will still be up and legs will be down. Okay, so the image formed by plane mirror is erect. Okay, see the word erect. Erect means upside up. Yes, upside appears to be up. Okay, and the third point is the image is non-magnified. Non-magnified means size of image does not change. Size of image would be same as the size of object. Here you can see the size of object and size of image are not altered. Or you can see here also, in case of this mirror, image is smaller than object. In case of this mirror, image is larger than object. Yes, but in plane mirror you will see the same size of object. Okay, that means non-magnified. What is it? Non-magnified. And the fourth point is image is laterally inverted. Lateral means sidewise. In height wise, vertically image is not inverted. Yes, image is erect, but laterally or sidewise image becomes inverted. That means if you hold your right hand, I got this picture from VIII app. Okay, VIII app is quite popular in our neighbor country India. Okay, this is a platform for online or offline learning for students who cannot go to school. Okay, anyway, we also have similar kind of app in Nepal which is called Midas, but it still takes a little bit longer time for Nepalese people to get used to in virtual learning. Yes, we still believe in classroom learning, isn't it? Okay, well, if you stand up in front of mirror and you hold your right hand, then inside the mirror what you see, the image is holding his left hand. So right side of object seems to be in the left of image. Okay, left side of object will be in the right side of image. Okay, understood? Right side of object will be in left side of image, and left side of object will be in right side of image. Got it? That is called lateral inversion. That is called lateral inversion. Okay, okay, next point is the distance of image from mirror is the same as the object. If an object is 5 meters away from mirror, or if you stand 5 meters away from mirror, then inside mirror your image also seems to be 5 meters away. Okay, the distance does not change, it remains constant. Now here you can see the object, distance between object and mirror. This is distance between object and mirror, which is also known as object distance, and this is distance between image and mirror, which is also known as image distance. Now in case of plane mirror, object distance is equals to image distance. image will be seen as far away from mirror as the object. Okay, so these are the nature or properties of image formed by plane mirror. And the last topic for today, application of plane mirror. In what cases we use plane mirror? Well, you can give many applications. I have given just a few. We have used plane mirror in several conditions, yes, several occasions, like while washing your face or while brushing your teeth, you stand in front of a mirror, okay, to see if your face is completely cleaned or not, if your teeth is completely brushed or not. Yes, and before coming to school, if you're combing, if you want to comb your hair, if you make your braids, or if you make your dress, then what you do, you stand in front of a mirror, okay, and see that everything is perfect or not, if your hair is braided perfectly or not, if your dress is perfectly managed or not, okay, if your tie, knot of the tie is okay or not, yes, and if your belt is buckled up or not. All of these things you can see in mirror, yes, to get ready you use. So we use plane mirror in household as viewing mirror, yes, or viewing glass, okay. In past, when glass was not invented, then metal objects were used as plane mirror, okay, as mirror itself, okay. The second one, see, it is used as reflector in studios and shooting spot, okay. You might have seen shooting spots, okay, like films, shooting of videos, okay. It is giving some other kind of shooting, okay, movie shooting spot. Let's see, okay. Does any of these show reflector? Look at this picture. This boy, this spot boy, is holding a sheet made up of aluminum foil. Yes, this is also kind of plane mirror, and he uses it for what? For reflecting the light rays, okay, coming from sun, okay, and that light ray will be faced to the spot or the actor or actress's face, which will make them look bright, okay. So this kind of reflector, it is used for movie filming or shooting spot, okay. If you visit a shooting spot, then you will see several such reflectors. Here you can see reflectors 1, 2, 3. Yes, these are also reflectors, okay, okay. Similarly, next one, see, if it is used for making kaleidoscope. Well, kaleidoscope was in your project of grade 7. Yes, you have made kaleidoscope, you have prepared kaleidoscope as a project in grade 7, and what did you use for that? You used plane mirror, yes. And the next one is periscope. Well, periscope was also in your project, and you also prepared periscope. In that case also you used plane mirror, and we already discussed in grade 7 that periscopes are used in submarine to see what is going on the surface outside the water, yes. And the periscope is also used in tanks. Nowadays movie camera is used, yes, but in past, when camera technology was not that much advanced, periscope was used, okay. And next one is, it is used as reflector in solar cooker, okay. In case of solar cooker also, these mirrors are used as reflector, okay. Let's see, see, this is a solar cooker, yes, a professional one, okay. And in this case, here, see this part, okay, will it load or not? Okay, in this part you can see this is a reflecting surface. Light falls on this part, and that light will be reflected into the glass, okay. And you know that when light rays enter into the glass. Okay, they are absorbed by absorber inside it. Inside this pot, inside this cooker is kept black paper or black colored substances which absorb light rays and emit heat rays. Okay, and that heat ray gets trapped inside the glass. Glass does not allow the heat ray to move outside, escape outside. A glass does not allow the heat ray to escape outside. So every ounce of light ray that enters into the glass, into this system, is trapped inside it in the form of heat. So heat energy builds up inside this system, which helps to cook the food. Okay, so here as a reflector, what is used? Plane mirror. Okay, these are some of the uses of plane mirrors. Now if you know further more uses or applications, then you can add to this list as well. Okay, so for today's class we will do only this much. In our next class we will discuss about the spherical mirror. Okay, first we will discuss about a real and virtual image. I guess we have already discussed real and virtual image today. Yes, from that discussion also you can give the differences between real and virtual image, and yet in our next class we will take note on that. Okay, and then we will discuss about spherical mirrors. Okay, this was for today. See you in our next class. Thank you, class.